Okay, everybody, this is Stacy with SF Johnson Consulting and Construction Services. And in this video, we are going to go over the problems that our contractors in Louisiana face and how we can help them address those problems. There are 7 here, and of course, we're always going to start with the licensing confusion. That's a typical thing in most states. I don't know if it's purposeful, but yeah, Louisiana requires contractors to be licensed by the Louisiana State Licensing Board for contractors, but many cities, parishes, and also they have other requirements. So, we help you sort those out. And just in a nutshell, you have to be really specific with your area that you work. If you are very specific and detailed and you don't go beyond a certain limit, then you research all of these issues based on your project area, and then you're always set. And 2, you can move that forward and say, okay, if I choose to work in this area at a particular time of year, what do I need? And so we help you get all of that confusion and all of that mess figured out. There are also, we find that our contractors in Louisiana have confusion between situations in commercial and residential and the classifications related to that. And so, there are also thresholds. And in our workshops, our state-specific workshops, we go through all of the thresholds. We go through the specifics of what you need for your license, so you're not caught in the dark, getting your hopes up, and then it's just a paperwork issue. And so, licensing, you have to know exactly where you're going to be doing your work. And if you know that, then we research and what are the requirements and what are the thresholds with respect to commercial and residential. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, state-specific compliance with code enforcement. So our coding class is where we show you through our application that you put in particular words and phrases, like in most cases for any good application, and it's going to pop up what you need. So, but in your case, your local jurisdictions, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, etc., apply international building codes. And that's a little different with local amendments, okay? Might have something to do with how Louisiana started, but that's ridiculous. And so, that causes compliance headaches, okay? And so that's one thing you should know, Louisiana contractor. Visit us at sfjohnsonconsulting.com. Hit the state-specific page. There, in my southern states, we also have a program where we will help you with the estimating, and we agree on a certain percentage that you give back to SF Johnson Consulting as a gift and a thank you for walking you through this commercial construction process. So if you're interested in that, make sure to reach out to me, and we can discuss that one-on-one. Also, lots of classes from simple 3-day workshops to give you a good, solid basics of what you need, and then we can work together one-on-one with your individual projects as you go through. Code compliance, yes, every state we have a coding class, code compliance. We find out what you have in your state in terms of resources to help you understand the codes, and then we get those for you, okay? Now, 3, slow government pay and red tape. The red tape part, it has a lot to do with how you have prepared the paperwork to give to them to prove that you have done the work. Some states make you jump through so many hoops. And so, subcontractors doing public work, you often face delayed payments, paperwork bottlenecks, and unclear on who to speak with. And so because we know that's the situation in Louisiana, we make sure when we begin the process, we know who we are supposed to be talking to and who will reach back out to us, circle back, like they say, in an appropriate amount of time. And most importantly, we make sure you are able and you know how to complete that paperwork to submit to them so you can get paid on time. That's the more important part. Okay, so, and you know, also, if you are dabbing in all of the 4 areas of construction, it's my hope that you will remain busy. Okay, 4 areas: residential, commercial, government, and some type of service contract. Whether you find it through the government or local businesses where you go and service the machinery or project or whatever they have on a regular basis, you know, that should also be something that should be back of mind. That should always be the goal for sustainability. Okay, you want sustainability. You want to be able to last. And if you have those 4 sources always rotating in your favor, you'll be able to do that. Okay. Underutilized, and let's go to number 4. Underutilized DBE and Hudson veteran programs. Okay, so in the workshop, we go over the DBE programs in general. They're federal and state and local, and what applies to you, the paperwork you need to get it done, and put you on a timeline to make sure you get it done. If there are any additional documents you need, we assist you or direct you in the right way. Okay, so many of the subs in Louisiana, you know, you're unaware that you even have the Hudson Initiative, okay, and Veterans Initiatives, and that provides you with advantages, okay, and tax incentives. Make sure you sign up for the website or at the website, sfjohnsonconsulting.com. That way you will at least be able to join us in the workshops and get that information. There'll be a special workshop for Louisiana contractors for this information, and it's very important that you attend, okay? And we'll find out what the advantages are. Okay, so Department of Transportation, I say it, I'm going to say it 50 times in all my presentations for every 50 states, that the Department of Transportation has a minority requirement, okay? Department of Transportation in every state. And so it's important that you sign up for that Department of Transportation DBE certification, and it also is underused, okay? And it's only due to the complexity of the application. So what are we going to do? We're going to get the application, we're going to work on it together and put you on a timeline to make sure you get everything in. And the beginning issue is always you have to show your taxes and your license. And the license usually isn't the issue, but it's usually the tax situation which is the issue. And so I help you through your different scenarios that, you know, every business owner in America, I'm almost certain, either doesn't have to pay taxes or owes them and makes arrangements to pay them, okay? It's not, oh, I didn't pay taxes so I don't get these other benefits. No. The government just wants to know that you intend on paying them, okay? And so if you go around acting like you never intend on paying them, that's when you run into problems. But trust me, okay? There are ways that we can get all of that in order for you so you can submit the paperwork you need to for the DBE programs, okay? All right, lack of access to business coaching, wonder why, region maybe. Many contractors are highly skilled in all. And that was a thing before the current administration. There was a plan in Alabama. Was it Alabama? I got to think. It's one of the southern states. They were going to start a whole new city, okay? Whole new city of black contractors building the city. Black this, black. Yeah, of course, that disappeared. But many contractors in the southern states are highly qualified, highly skilled. Okay, African Americans were the first contractors, okay? Let's get that straight. Okay? But No formal training to get you to the next step and to keep you in the game. So you got to take the scraps sometime, or you think you do. Okay, you think you do. All right, so we go over things that you need. What are the basic accounting principles that a contractor needs to keep his books in order and keep his financial situation in front of his brain? Okay, one of my clients, past client, oh, I made 2.3 million, but yeah, his secretary was taking a fourth of that, and he didn't know it, or whatever her situation was. But yeah, end up having no money. So you don't, because you're not keeping that financial situation ahead of you. So yeah, coaching in that way, project management skills, of course. I just recently made all of my content private for the simple fact that a lot of views, no subscribers, and to me, where I come from, that's the least thing you can do is show gratitude by clicking subscribe. I don't know the mentality behind not doing that and watching thousands and thousands of hours of someone and not doing that. I don't understand how what's in, but 50 million people, 50 million thought processes. Okay, so yeah, you have to either you get a little of this, or feel free to sign up for any of my programs at sfjohnsonconsulting.com. All right, so coaching, contract law, very important, very important. And I have past videos on that, and I'll have all of that for you on your page, Alabama Contractors. Okay, so when you join that program, we can help you bid on stuff. We can work together as a team to make sure we win, walk you through the process, whatever your current need is, just so we can bring you to a point where these aren't your issues that you are dealing with, okay? And material and labor funding, not a thing anymore. I mean, I don't know why it is in the South. I get 12 calls a day, and I'm not even a contractor, that they have money for my projects. So please reach out to me if that is your issue. Okay, that's why I love California. We don't like holding people down here. So, yeah. And last but not least is contractor isolation. Some of you guys and ladies are in the rural portions. You don't have the training centers. You don't have groups. Okay, and the mentorship, estimating, all of that. Okay, so reach out. I was just talking to one of my students yesterday or the day before. It's like, yeah, we don't have a safe space to go and talk about being a minority contractor and what those needs are and what those problems are and what we have to do to overcome those things and working together as a group, and we need that. So, yeah, I agree. So we had a very good conversation on how that's all it takes is one, really, but two is even better. Okay, and 20,000 is even better than 2. Okay, so this is Stacy. This is Louisiana. If you are a contractor in Louisiana, I would love to take 30 minutes, sign up at our website. I have a 30-minute consultation calendar. Give me your desired day and time, and we can talk about this stuff. And if there is something that you feel you will benefit from paying me for and we moving forward, then yeah, we'll definitely make a plan that works for you. And I don't know what else to say other than thank you very much for listening, and I will see you soon. sfjohnsonconsulting.com.